Hey guys, Luke here from the Protein Bread Company. Today I'm going to show you how to make our brand new product, which you would have seen us talking about. I'm hoping you've guessed it by now. There's a few clues here on the table. It is protein banana bread mix. So this is the guy that we've been talking about for a couple of weeks now, putting out a few hints there. Some of you guessed it, some of you had some fantastic other ideas, which we'll look at in the future. So brand new protein banana bread mix. I'm going to show you how to make this today. Once made, per slice, you get 15 grams of plant-based protein. So there's no whey protein in this. We use a combination of pea and rice protein, almond meal, lupin, some fantastic stuff in there. 77% less carbs than normal banana bread. So that sugar-filled cafe-style slice that you'd usually get, we've got the same great taste, but only 9 grams of carbs per serve. Gluten-free as you'd expect. Awesome stuff there. So I'm going to show you how to make this today. You're going to need 2 bowls, packet of our protein banana bread mix, which is on the website today, so you can grab that. Some really ripe bananas, 3 eggs, milk of your choice. You can use dairy, almond, soy, coconut, whatever you like, and some melted butter or coconut oil. All right, let's get stuck in. So we'll open up this one. Chuck that in one bowl, and then in the second bowl we're going to get all our wet ingredients. So when you're choosing your bananas, you want to make sure to get really ripe ones. Now it might look too ripe to normally just peel and eat, but these guys have all the flavour. If you get ones like this perfect kind of curved bright yellow banana, looks fantastic, but it tastes like starch. Not much flavour in that at all. So go to your local fruit and veg shop. If they don't have any up your front, just ask them. They often put them out the back because most customers don't want them, but you can pick up a bargain and grab a whole box for a few bucks. So you're going to need 3 large bananas. Now you don't want to blend these because that gets them kind of too mushy. You just want to peel them and then mash them with a fork. You can do this straight in the bowl, but I find it heaps easier to do it on a breadboard first, and then you can just transfer them into the bowl. That's the oven telling us it's ready. So your oven, you want to preheat to 160 degrees. So get that one going first, and then you can get these bananas happening. So that's for a fan-forced oven, 160 degrees. If you've got an older oven, you might need it a little bit higher, or you might just want to cook it for a little bit longer. Okay, so 3 bananas here. Now you just kind of want to hit these once. They should be nice and soft. If they're really hard, then they're not right. So you should be able to mash these pretty easily. Awesome. All right, just grab this tea towel. So, 3 eggs. Okay, so we got those, and then we need 1/3 of a cup of milk. So I'm using the unsweetened almond milk. If you're after almond milk, I find this is the best one. A lot of the almond milks, they look really good, but then you'll turn over the back and you find they're sweetened by sugar or cane sugar, which is the same thing. So go for the unsweetened one, or you can just use regular dairy milk. Whatever you've got in the cupboard, whatever you prefer. It's all going to come out great. So get those in. Now I've got 60 mils of melted butter here. I really like butter, and especially in banana bread, it tastes fantastic. This here is about 60, well, it's exactly 60 grams. So you can see that size. If you don't have scales, cut a block about that size. Go for a bit more if you're unsure, rather than a bit less, because it'll just taste a lot better. So we'll tip that one in there. Can use coconut oil as well. Nutritionally, they're pretty much identical. So it'll be the same nutrition, it's just whatever you've got on hand and whatever you prefer. So we'll just whisk these together first. Excellent. Just chuck that in there. And then put in your mashed banana into that wet ingredients. And we'll get rid of that. Okay, so you always want to pour your wet ingredients into your dry ingredients. So I'm just going to use this spatula to mix the wet ones together a bit more. Okay. And then we'll make a little well in the center. Now you don't need to kind of overmix this like the normal bread or your muffins. You just want to make sure it's kind of stirred through. And deliciously, at the end, the mixture looks kind of like peanut butter. Doesn't taste like it though, but that's okay. Alright, so we're just going to fold that through. We've been wanting to tell you guys about this one for ages, but had to keep it a secret until we were ready to release it. You would have seen some posts go up last week, and a few sneak previews that you might not have noticed were actually in there. So this is a limited edition product to start off with. So there's only 3,000 packets that are available, and we'll see how you guys love it, and I'm sure you will. So jump in quick and make sure you get one of those packets, because once they're gone, they're gone. Okay, so mix this one through. Just want to fold and make sure you've got most of the dry mixed in with the wet. You don't want any pockets of dry mix. Okay, looking good. So we want a small loaf tin like this one here. So I've lined this one with baking paper, not greaseproof paper, but baking paper. The tin itself is about 20 centimeters long by about 9 centimeters across. If you use a bigger tin, the banana bread's going to be a little bit flatter, but it'll be wider. Use a smaller tin, it'll be taller. So go for one 20 centimeters by 9 to get the nice good shaped loaf. So just pour this one in here. You want to use a spatula so you get all the mix. No point wasting any. Okay, so using the spatula, just put it all the way to the edges. Smooth it out a little bit. Alright, so you can decorate this one however you like. You could put coconut chips on top, choc chips. I'm just going to use an extra banana and lay that on top. Looks quite nice, especially when it browns. So I've just sliced this one in half lengthways and pop that across. Now we want to pop this one in the oven. So you put it in for 70 minutes to start off with on 160 degrees for a fan forced oven. Put it in there for 70 minutes, and depending on your oven, we're going to check it. You might need to cook it for another 10 minutes. So just check it with a skewer. If it comes out clean, that means it's done. So we'll pop this one in. Alright, so that's how you prepare one of our new protein banana bread mixes. I've got another pack here. So, awesome product, 15 grams of plant-based protein. So no whey protein in this one. Gluten-free, as you'd expect, and 77% less carbs than a normal banana bread. So it's not packed with sugar like you'd expect for one that you get from a cafe. Only 9 grams of carbs in total per slice, and you get 10 slices out of the loaf, so quite a big, hefty slice. I've got one here that I prepared yesterday, so I'm going to show you guys how to slice that up. Alright. Here's one I prepared earlier. So I whipped this one up yesterday. It's been in the fridge overnight, so you want to make sure that when your loaf's finished cooking, you leave it out on the bench just to cool down a little bit, and then pop it in the fridge for at least 2 hours. But if you can hold out, overnight will be much better. Just makes it a lot easier to slice. So I'm going to show you this one here. So, sharp serrated bread knife. If you use like a normal sort of chef's knife, makes it really hard to cut bread. That's why it's called a bread knife. Oh, how good's that look? So if your tin is 20 centimeters long, you want to cut each slice just a bit under 2 centimeters to get the 10 slices. Awesome. That looks so good. Nice, beautiful slice of banana bread without the sugar hit, and a good 15 grams of plant-based protein. Awesome. So that's how you make our protein banana bread mix. Jump onto the website, limited edition, 3,000 packets only. Website link will be below, and go on, check it out, grab a pack and take a picture when you're making it. I'm really keen to see what you come up with, if you add any other sort of chopped chips or coconut. Yeah, get creative and have fun and enjoy. Cheers.